It is no longer a news that a young lady, just 26 years old, named by Mary Habila, died mysteriously in David Tinubu, Minister of Works house, David Umahi. And despite the fact that the whole Nigerian, the whole world wanted to know the cause of her death, because there was when she was found naked inside the house of Minister of Works, David Umahi. And in everything we are going through in Nigeria, church must be involved, and all these big name churches must be involved. The father of this young lady, now arranged with Deeper Life Bible School, Jaba, LGA, Kaduna State, for the funeral arrangement scheduled for 17th of July 2026 at 10 a.m. because the father refused autopsy. Nigerians are calling for autopsy. Welcome back to the moment of truth and enlightening class. I'm going to take you through the whole story and what Uba is saying and what the Kaduna people are saying. They are going to stage a protest. They've called on Tinubu, Ministers of Work, David Umahi, to resign. So, let's dive in. The fight just begins. Two women, Mary Habila and her colleague, Mary Baski, travel all the way from Kaduna to Uburu, the hometown of David Umahi, Nigerian Minister of Works in Origbo State. However, one of the women died inside the house of Umahi, and her naked body was brought from the house to the ambulance that came to evacuate her corpse. And Mr. Uba, in his statement, lied that her family broke down the room she was and brought out her corpse. It's a lie. Let me read on. This is where it gets interesting. Umahi kept mute about the bizarre incidents that took place inside his house until Sahara reporters broke the news on Friday. But the accounts from Sahara reporters and David Umahi on what led to the death of the young lady inside Umahi's house are different and conflicting. Mr. Umahi claimed that the two young women were physiotherapists employed by the David Umahi Federal University of Health Science and seconded to his village house to attend to him exclusively. But Sahara reporters is saying, no, Mr. Minister, you are lying. The two babies arrived from Kaduna to see the minister for only God knows what purpose, according to Sahara reporters' accounts. Unfortunately, one of them died and her naked body was brought out from the minister's residence to the ambulance that came to evacuate her body. Sahara reporters is also claiming that they have the exclusive footage of the naked body, while daring the minister to deny their report so that they can publish the footage. At this point, I don't know between Umahi and Sahara reporters, who is lying and who is saying the truth. You know, David Umahi had an encounter, Sahara reporters and Omoyele Sowore, when he actually wanted to kill Tracy Ohiri. If wasn't for the intervention of Sahara reporters, Omoyele Sowore and Mama P and Peter something and all of them that came to our rescue. At the end of the day, he has to pay the woman. He settled Tracy. The same thing he did in this Mary Habila's case. Settled the father. The father now say, no. You cannot touch my daughter. No autopsy. But the government, the country are saying no. Now, Mary Habila's death, Northern Youth Council gives Minister Umahi 7-day ultimatum to resign, threatening nationwide protests. And you know, it's going to be like Tracy's case. Now, let's hear what he's saying. The same way he came out to threaten everybody during Tracy's case with him, he has come out again to threaten everybody. And this guy has the history. There were engineers that are missing. They work for him and they got missing. Families of missing Nina engineer petition NJC orders alleged as Ebonyi Governor Umahi threatened lead consultant before disappearance. That one, they sweep it under the carpet. These are the people behind Tinubu. Say anything about Tinubu, they will jump at you. They will jump at you on your neck. They protect Tinubu like no man business. And when you see them doing that, just know that there's something there. So K2, you know, K-Truth is behind. He had interest. He has interest in this case as well. He is saying that if you think the law works for the rich and powerful as it works for ordinary, you and me, you are a dry joker. That's very true. If not for the people like Omoyele Sowore, Sahara reporters, this man will have gone undetected, free about this woman's case, this young lady's case. What amazes me is that, is Deeper Life not reading the news? Are they not seeing what is going on in the news? Why did they have to agree with the father to bury this young lady, even when everybody was screaming at what happened? Schedule the burial for 17th of July. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Then, Omoyele Sowore, there must be a coroner inquest into the death of Mary Habila at the residence of Tinubu's Minister of Works, David Umahi. Given the mysterious manner of her death and unanswered questions about the circumstances of her presence at the minister's home, it is in the interest of justice that all appropriate investigative and forensic procedures, including where required. Do you agree? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned to the end, my people.
Of Works David Umahi is speaking out over the death of a nurse, Mary Habila, inside his own house in Ebonyi State. The minister described her as a good nurse while also calling on his lawyers to take action against individuals spreading what he calls false and defamatory reports about how she died. Speaking while inspecting work on the Calabar-Abuja superhighway, Umahi dismissed claims that there was any secrecy around the nurse's death, saying her family broke down the door after they couldn't reach her and immediately called doctors from the Dave Umahi Federal University Teaching Hospital, where the nurse worked, who tried to revive her but failed. Meanwhile, Habila's father on Monday signed an affidavit at the High Court Registry in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State that the entire family rejects any autopsy on his daughter's body. In the sworn document, Habila's father stated explicitly that she served as a personal nurse to Minister Umahi, residing at his guest house in Abuja and Ebonyi State in the staff quarters. He then went on to state that while Umahi ordered an autopsy, his family appealed against any medical investigation to leave her body and organs intact. I mean, you've seen the story trending.
That's what poverty has turned Nigeria into. The father supposed to be grieving, he's not supposed to be saying what he's saying. He is not the one saying what he's saying. Whatever that he's saying, it is not ordinary. There's something behind it. I'm a mother, and I know that no parents will hear the death, sudden death of your daughter, and you be talking like this. It's suspicious, and if I'm wrong, please let me know your comment in the comment section. He's supposed to be the one that will champion, that be leading why his daughter died mysteriously. Bye for now.